Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace. This is Tracy Lene Muhammad, and I wanted a few minutes of your valuable and precious time to let you know, just in case you didn't get the memo, because it seems that some people didn't, that you're not the only person on the planet, that not everybody's going to think like you or believe what you believe, and that it's okay. Not everybody is going to do it the way you do it, and that's okay. When you're confident, when you are secure in who you are, you don't need anybody to validate that. And also, just because somebody posts pictures of themselves all day long does not mean that they don't love themselves or they're seeking outside validation. It might mean that, but it doesn't mean that any more than women who wear a lot of weave or little clothing or lots of makeup means that they are looking for outside attention. Sometimes people really just like what they do. Like for real, sometimes people just are obsessed with themselves, and I think that's okay. Speaking of somebody who has learned and grown to be obsessed with herself, and not in a way where it is that I don't think other people are amazing, because I do. I see some gorgeous women all day long on Facebook, on Instagram, in person, and I don't want to be them, but I love that they're gorgeous. Take some of the pressure off me. No, seriously. I think, truthfully, any woman with a determined mind and a skill set to want to do something and she's doing it, that's gorgeous to me. It's not about a size. It's not about features. I've seen women who somebody else, and I've said to my friends, "Ooh, she's gorgeous." They go, "I don't think so." But that's just their thought process on it, and that's okay. I think I'm just really getting around to say that there are over 8 billion people on the planet, and we have a right to be who we are. Each and every one of us has a right to be who we are and to love and live the way we want to, without other people determining for us what it should be, what it can't be, what it ain't gonna be. You're going in there. Could you just tell Gina Azana's gonna come and get that? Just leave it at the front desk. Gina at the front desk. Tell her Azana gonna get it. Thank you. That way I don't have to go in. I was dropping my daughter's lunch off to her. I feel like talking to y'all. All right, so talking about that we're not the only people on the planet, and the beauty in not being the only person on the planet is there's a variety. So you're going to believe one way. I love it when people go, there is no way such and such is doing such and such without such and such. Like they just know. Or if every black man that wants a white woman hates his mama, that may not be so. Or you know, any women are going out there dressed like that to get a man. And let me share something with you, man. Most of us as women, we are not. Now, those of us in competition, because I've been there before, where I was out for competition when I was much younger, but I wasn't competing for a man. We're competing with other women. You go out, we go out dressed the way we're dressed. Not so for you, we know you're a given. We can come out in a trash bag and a man don't want you. We go out so that the next woman can say, look at her. That's why we do what we do when we're in spaces, to do what we do for others. It is rarely for a man. It is solely for a woman. And I'm saying that, and I could be wrong. Maybe there's some women out there who did do it, but all the women in my circle and all the women I've ever talked to, I done talked to all 8 billion, but the women that I've talked to and seen comments, we really ain't doing it for y'all. We doing this. It's when it is a competition, it's a competition with one another. And unfortunately, some of us never get out of that state. But I went to Howard University, so I went to a HBCU, a historically black college or university. And if you show your ass up there not looking presentable or dressed to the nines to go to your 8 a.m. class, full face of makeup, hair just laid, especially in DC. Now, when I moved to DC women don't even go to the corner store without coming out. They look laid. I remember once I saw this girl. She lived in the neighborhood that I stayed in when I was at Howard, and I would see her going to the corner store, and she would just be flawless, and then she'd go right back in the house. So one day, because I'm very friendly, I said, you always look so good, but you just go to the store. She said, girl, I ain't coming out the house looking crazy. She said it just like that. And all she was doing was going to the store and going back in the house. But she never came out the house looking crazy, in her exact words. And when I say laid, she would come out there. She was beautiful. And she came out the house showing you all her beauty, clothes and everything, to go to the corner store. I ain't mad at her. That's the way she want to show up. If that makes her happy, then I'm happy for her. But, so my train of thought sometimes goes away. We're just talking about, I'm not the only person on the planet. You're not the only person on the planet. We got to share this planet. And we can all get along if we all decide that we're going to leave each other alone. Now, that doesn't mean, there are some people who want to bring physical harm to you, and you got to take care of that. You can't let nobody bring physical harm to you. But when people just have different ideologies than you do, for me, I've never needed to change somebody's ideological stance. Now, I have been one, and because I can get petty, when you try to, talk about mine, then I can talk about your mama. Yeah, petty. But anywho, I don't need anybody to believe what I believe, and I don't have to believe what they believe, and I don't get to discount them just because I don't believe. And I'm in a space now where I don't even roll my eyes when people say things that to me seem silly, because it's just me, and I don't get to determine what's silly and what's not. I see numbers a lot. I don't know if you all do, but I drive a lot because I teach at 3 different gyms during the day, and so I'm blessed that I can teach yoga and have enough classes to help with my husband with the bills. But I drive a lot, and so when I'm driving a lot, I have a lot of time. I don't turn the radio on because I just don't want to hear a lot of people's bedroom stuff. They can do what they want to do in their bedroom. And I love old school music, and so there's not a lot of old school music on the radio, so I'll just play my own iTunes if I need music. But lots of times I just do a lot of YouTube self-help videos, because that's where I'm at. I want to maximize my time. And if you listen this long, I'm really grateful, and I don't want to abuse your time. So I wanted to say, I see numbers a lot, and I looked up why I do that, and why I see numbers a lot, and what the number sequences mean. And I believe it because those number sequences, when I see them in succession, then the thing that they say is going to happen or showing me always happens. So I do believe that the universe is mathematical and exact. And so when I see numbers, I start to pay attention. And I've just seen 4 6s 3 times since I've been on the phone with you doing this video. I've seen 6666 and then 666 3 times, and I don't believe that it is evil, but 6 just means to turn around from the 6s is just telling you to pay attention to your alignment, and perhaps there's some things that you need to turn around from, some thought processes that you need to turn around from. So I just use it for that. Well, I'm going to head to this next gym to get to this next class. I'm so grateful for your time and your energy and your support, and I love you. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace out to Brooklyn and everywhere else.